A very good afternoon to you. Well, the Aussie share market today hit a two-week high. We were up by about 1% earlier, but we finished the day with a gain of 0.5%. A good start to the week after the top 200 benchmark index gained 1.4% last week. Today we learnt about China's economic data in terms of imports and export figures, and they actually fell more than expected in September, and that put a dampener on afternoon trade. Nevertheless, we still stayed positive. Let's dive into the Chinese data. Well, we learnt that Chinese imports fell 8.5%, and that was more than the 5.2% the market expected. Chinese exports also fell. They fell 3.2%, more than the 3% that was forecast. As for the actual balance of trade, or the difference between Chinese exports and imports, that actually rose to $39 billion. That was a $39 billion surplus, and that beat expectations. China's data also revealed that iron ore imports into the country rose over 6% for the year, and this helped boost our local miners like BHP and Fortescue Metals today, and their shares rose over 1.5%. But Rio Tinto got an extra kick. Their shares jumped over 2% today after Macquarie visited the mining giant's site, with Macquarie noting it has increased confidence in Rio Tinto's outlook. The stock was also upgraded by another broker. Moving around to the other sectors, as for the energy sector, that was the key standout today, finishing with a profit of 2.9%, benefiting from that spike in the oil price after an Iranian ship was attacked at the weekend or on Friday. Half of the sectors on the ASX finished in the green or in the black, with the tech sector following behind energy. The tech sector was up 1.7% after tech stocks on Wall Street rose the most on Friday. In terms of company news, Santos today made a massive announcement before the market opened. It announced the purchase of a company called ConocoPhillips and ConocoPhillips' Northern Australian business for about $1.4 billion US, plus a further $75 million, depending on a final investment decision being made on the Barossa natural gas project. Santos says the purchase will increase their earnings per share by about 16% in this year, and it will also boost the company's production by 25%. The news pushed Santos shares up to a one-month high today. They finished with a gain of about 5.7%. Moving to other company news, retail property group Home Consortium, they listed on the ASX today. Their ticker code is HMC, and they raised funds at $3.35, and they closed about 12% higher off that price, closing at $3.75. HomeCo is a business that bought property from the formerly Masters hardware business and began creating convenience shopping centres right around Australia back in 2016. Moving around the globe, Asian markets are higher on the back of that partial US-China trade deal that we learnt about at the weekend. The US futures are suggesting a rise when Wall Street reopens this evening, kicking off their Monday session, with the Dow futures currently suggesting the market will lift by about 50 points. That's the Dow futures. Despite some analysts questioning phase one of the US-China trade truce, US futures are really positive at this stage. Moving further, let's look at gold. It's currently up by 0.1%. It's now $1,490 an ounce. The Aussie dollar is back to where it last sat on Friday. It's now at 67.82 US cents.